Today on the channel, we get back to basics with a double dose of Drew McIntyre, one with Shane McMahon and one with Bill Goldberg.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Showdown and Battle Pack review with a little double dose of Drew McIntyre, one with Bill Goldberg and one with Shane McMahon. But remember, for all your wrestling figure needs and a whole lot more, hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code KYLE to save 10%. So we got a little showdown, we got a little battle pack, we got a double dose of Drew McIntyre, which I did not buy these for the Drew McIntyre. Mattel has got their most out of these molds and then some, as we've seen this mold of Drew McIntyre probably 12, 15 times by now. It could be even more than that, actually. But you guys know I do dabble in some basics, and I figured, you know what? I need this Bill Goldberg. I need this Shane McMahon. They were both very, very cheap, these packs. Ringside had this on their flash sale. I got this basically for, I think it was $8 shipped, basically. I think that's what it was, $8.50, something like that, shipped. And I bought this just for the Shane McMahon, as we did a top 5 Shane McMahon on the channel a month ago, 2 months ago, depending on when you're watching this. Could have been 10 years ago, who knows. But we did do a top 5 Shane McMahon figures of all time, and going through all that, I realized this was the only Shane figure I was missing from Mattel. So I said, you know what, I should just pick that up just to have it. Bill Goldberg, another guy. I have all of his Mattel figures, all of his other basics. This one just different enough, and I said, you know what, I think this was like $9.99 in the damaged pile at Ringside, and I said, you know what, I'm picking it up just to have. So that's what leads us to here today at the table and unboxing here. And we're, of course, going to do that like all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So let's start with this old battle pack. Remember, before it was a showdown pack, it was a battle pack. That's what it used to be. And there's old Shane and Drew McIntyre looking only like they could look. Shane, very much reuse. Drew McIntyre, ton of reuse. A lot of reuse here, just basically 2 repaints. Very interesting accessory here, just the trash can lid. That's all you need, is just the lid. Of course, battle pack, their name, their pictures. What's that say? Includes trash can lid. Well, that's a great one. That's a great one. On the back, big glamour shot of them. You got Drew, you got Shane, you got the other cross-sell, UPCs, warnings, all that kind of stuff. Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, a very cool 2-pack to get them together. That might be a good one for you autograph people to try to get autographed. Roman Reigns, Undertaker, of course. And then we get a little blurb here, as we don't get a lot of blurbs with basics anymore. Shane O'Mac had some serious muscle watching his back in the form of the Scottish Psychopath when they battled Roman Reigns and The Undertaker at Extreme Rules 2019. Gosh, that seems like it was just 3 years ago is what that seems like. Let's pull these guys out, off to the races. See you later. Goodbye. All right, Drew and Shane. Not too shabby here. Not too shabby. Look at that trash can. Oh, what a one. What a weapon. What an accessory. One of the best. See you later. Goodbye. Let's take a look at the accessory like we always do first, and it's just a trash can lid. Wish I had the trash can to go with it, but beggars can't be choosers at this point. This will go into the fodder pile, into the accessory pile. You never know when you might need to use this for something. It is what it is. Nice sculpt, silver, not a lot to talk about. Drew McIntyre, same thing, not a lot to talk about. We've seen this Drew McIntyre head, we've seen this body, we've seen basically all of it. We got McIntyre on the back of the tights. Besides that, there is nothing redeeming. There is nothing special to this. This is going to go to a guy in a crowd, or if some little kid comes to my house someday or something, I'll say, hey, you need a figure? I'll give him this Drew McIntyre. Not a lot going on with that one. But the Shane O'Mac was worth the $8.50 or whatever it was I paid for it. Shane, I've always liked his Mattel figures. I always thought the heads looked really good on him. Interesting wash with the gray against the black in here. This does look a little interesting. Maybe it needed a little bit more gray, but it does look okay. Of course, the patented jersey. Shane McMahon always wears the jerseys, we know. And he's got Best in the World, Extreme Rules on the back. Shane O'Mac on the front. Looks really good. It says the money on the front. You can barely see the Y. Kind of lost up in the zipper and the buttons. But very good. And then you get a little, I don't even know what that is on the side. Oh, it's a ladder. Oh, it's a Money in the Bank ladder. Extreme ladder. Yeah, I don't know. It's a ladder. It looks like the Money in the Bank ladder thing. Logo. Kind of. Something. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it looks okay. But this is the winner of the pack for me, especially. Like I said, I wanted to complete out all my Shane McMahons. That's what I'm doing right here. Articulation-wise, you got single-jointed elbows. You got a boot cut, or I should say shoe cut. Single jointed elbows, single jointed knees, wrist, of course, head side to side, waist side to side, and that's really it. Not a lot going on. The arms go up, down, all around, of course. But it's Shane McMahon. It's almost like a street gear figure, because that's kind of what he just wears all the time. But it's good. It completes off my collection. I'm not mad I picked this one up. Not my favorite Shane O'Mac. Wouldn't make the top 5 list if I had to redo it, but good for me to have. I'm all in right there on old Shane O'Mac. Now we turn our attention to Bill Goldberg, and once again, our old friend Drew McIntyre. Championship Showdown. That's what battle packs have transitioned to. We do get a little bit of a flight stand here, which is always interesting. Showdown, you get a little glamour shots down below. On the back of the package, there it is. We got cross-sell, we got warnings, UPCs, action features, and the good old tail of the tape. Undertaker vs. Bret Hart. I do have that 2-pack. I think we unboxed it on the channel. We do have the Street Profits. I'm waiting for those to go on clearance. They're in their blue attire. Waiting for a deal, clearance, something like that. I will pick that one up, I think. And then we got Drew McIntyre vs. Goldberg. From Ayr, Scotland, finishing move, the old Claymore. From Atlanta, Georgia, and his finishing move, of course, the Jackhammer. So not a lot going on here. No blurbs, nothing else. No more detail, really. Just pull all this out and see you later. Off to the old races. And we got Drew and Bill Goldberg. Not a lot doing here. There's not a lot to do with the Goldberg figures, for good or for bad. Pull that out. Pull that out. Pull that. Pull that. Crunch, crunch. See you later. Whoa! Knocked over a wrestler over there. Flight stands. We've seen these before. Choose your own adventure. Put them however you want to. Put them in here. You're off to the races. An interesting idea. It's good for kids and things. People want to have stands. People want to put stuff there. Better than some accessories, I guess, but I'd rather have more traditional accessories, honestly. But it is what it is. It's a basic. It's for kids. It is what it is, like I said. Drew McIntyre, once again, he's got a little shifty eyes going on. Let's compare these two. Of course, it is the exact same thing. A little bit skin tone, a little bit more tan here. A little bit more decor, especially on the knee pads, and a little bit less on the tights. So I guess the trade-off is there. Besides that, the body is the exact same. It's everything we've seen a million times. Got to say, this is better. It's probably because it's newer. That's why it looks better. That sounds good to me. Then we get down to old Bill Goldberg here, and it's just plain Jane Bill Goldberg. Not a lot going on with this one. Of course, instead of the normal trunks, he's got more of kind of the biker shorts going on. You got the Goldberg tattoo logo there. Got it on the back. Of course, you got his tattoo here. Gray beard. Got a very interesting face. Kind of looks like a bushwhacker a little bit. Got the lips sticking out. Everything else is okay. No fists on Goldberg, unfortunately. But it is Bill Goldberg. I mean, you got the boot cut, you got the single jointed knees, single jointed elbows, you got 2 knee pads, 1 elbow pad. He's got black gloves on. By no means the greatest Bill Goldberg figure, not even a top 10 Goldberg figure, but once again, much like the Shane O'Mac, if I got the Shanes, I should probably get the Bill Goldbergs too. Might as well have him. So it is what it is. I don't know. Does he fit on a ringside stand? He does fit on a ringside stand. I'm sure Drew McIntyre does as well. And he does as well. And of course, if he does, that means that one will. So might as well put them all here, all together for the family photo. An interesting one. I'm not going to say scream it from the rooftops. Go get these battle packs because these are niche. These are more for kids, like we keep saying. But if you're looking for all the Shanes, you're looking for all the Goldbergs, or you're a Drew completionist, there's reasons to get these. But for the average Joe out there, the average consumer, they're probably passing. But if you're not passing, head over to Ringside Collectibles, get yourself a deal. That's my best advice to you. But what's your thought on these basics, battle pack showdowns? Anything redeeming here for you or easy passes? I'm sure that's the majority of you. But somebody like me, I got to do it for science. I got to do it for science. You know how it works by now. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, like this video. You made it this far. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. You never know what we might be unboxing here on the channel. And then follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And of course, Patreon, link in the description below. For a double dose of Drew McIntyre, a little bit of Bill Goldberg, and a little bit of Shane O'Mac, I am Kyle. And I will see you guys all real soon.